And I like to take people behind the scenes. So Aulani has 2 towers. Hey, what's up, y'all? So this is officially our day 2 of Aulani. And look at the water. It is so pretty. Look at this. Look at my feet. Shadow. Okay, let me get the kids. They're paddle boarding. I'm off. They are way out there. Avery, Juju, paddle board. Not paddle boarding, but little boogie board. Okay, so it is a pretty hot day. I'm choosing not to get in the water for womanly reasons, if you feel me, and it is day 1. So if that's TMI for y'all, so sorry. But ladies, I know you understand it, and also I'm just trying to relax. They actually slept in this morning. I still woke up at 6, so that's 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I am walking back over to my spot. I think we're actually gonna switch seats because it doesn't look like somebody's sitting in these seats. The rule is if you're gone for an hour, we can take your seat. And it's been almost an hour. So this is our setup right here. These are the 2 seats we're betting on. These are the 2 seats that we have. And I got me some chicken fingers to hold me over until a regular lunch. So it's crowded out here. It is definitely hot, but the water is so blue and so pretty. Hey, what's up, y'all? So we're chilling right now. The kids are digging a hole while the parents are sitting here. We do have an unfortunate announcement. This was caught in the beach water. What else? This was floating in the beach water. And, you ready? This was floating in the beach water. It was floating in his pocket. That's how he felt it was there. I guess he thought a little bug, like an animal or something, was tapping him on the shoulder like this. And it was just the phone. But we're here right now, and we're gonna manifest dryness by the time we get to our room. We are currently waiting on a room. So I told y'all yesterday, or in the previous travel vlog. So we decided to change rooms. We actually like the balcony of our room because it's no neighbor really to the left. But I don't like when as soon as I open up the door, it's like traffic because it's right there by the stairs and it's right by the lobby. So not ideal. So we're waiting on the room. We told her we just want like a quieter space. We don't need to be like deep down in the hallway, but just enough where it's not like by the elevator either. But the other floors are not like that because even if you are off the elevator, which we have been before, it's not a lot of traffic going in and out of your floor outside of when people check out like on Sunday or something like that. But the weather's on and off. It is definitely warm. I don't know what the weather is like in terms of temperature. Actually, let me look it up. Let's see. So it is 1 o'clock, which means it's 4 o'clock at home. Sorry. And let's look up the weather. So I don't know if y'all did this. I got all my favorite locations on my phone. So currently it's 83 degrees. Here, let me show you what the weather's gonna be like. Oh, you can't see nothing. So you really can't see it. It's right here. All right, look at that water. So one thing we did do, we got boogie boards. We got them, what is it called? A sand bucket thing. So what you can do when you come, and it's summer, it's not even sold out, is the boogie boards are completely free. They just ask for your room number. You turn it back in before they close. The life vests are free, same thing, before they close. And then these little pails for the sand toys are free. So those are the boogie boards. They have a number on it. You check them out. That's how they track you. And they do have paddle boards as well, but those are $50 an hour. So if you have like littles, I would just get the boogie boards and a life vest and call it a day, unless they're like super adventurous and or know how to swim, because you do not want them going out like super far. There are like the rocks that are like cutting it off with a line, but I see some people out there right now that's like playing risque, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is you don't have to bring supplies. So we have done that before, like twice, where we brought the sand, and it is a hassle not to bring it, but to take it back. All that sand that's like just residue in your house. Like I can't. Y'all saw it on the travel video where I like had sand still in my stuff from like the last Aulani trip from 2023. Like this stuff lives on. But yeah, we're just chilling today. We don't have much plans at all, and we did it that way on purpose. We're still trying to figure out which excursion we're gonna do. So once we figure that out, I will share that with y'all, and then more than likely that'll be like a whole day dedication situation or a separate vlog. It's between maybe y'all vote luau, drive around Jurassic Park type situation, which is on the other side of the island. They do have some forms of like ATVs or like little cars. I don't know. We're priority wise, we're trying to do something we've never done before. We've done the luau before. That's always a good backup because it's right up the street and we can walk. But if we do other things, we will have to. I would prefer to Turo a car for like $150 versus Ubering for like $100 each way. So that's another thing too. You can have Turo bring the car here. We're gonna do a. If we do it, we'll do a day Turo or just maybe even an overnight. I have to see the difference in the pricing. If it can be overnight and it's around the same price, then I'll do that. They also have Enterprise, I believe, and other rental car companies right up front. And if you're working with a travel agent, just tell them to cook all this up for you. Outside of that, we did order Instacart for toiletries. I don't know how we forgot the adult toothpaste. So we have to use the kid toothpaste, but then they brought our stuff. So we ordered Instacart just to drop that off. When we did take our bags back up for the room switch, they did tell us that, of course, if we have refrigerator food or freezer food, like if we buy the kids popsicles or whatever, then we can just bring it up and add it to our stuff. I don't know if it's a storage fee like Walt Disney World, but at the end of the day, if you are, let's just say, coming in from another hotel, or you are wanting to order your groceries early, or you went to the grocery store and you're still waiting on your room, you can have them hold it in the front, all of your groceries, and then they'll deliver them to your room. All right, let me just chill. I think I'm taking a nap. Hey, what's up, y'all? So I'm actually about to unpack our room, and so I'm going to take you along more in a montage, speed up process to show you how we also use these Amazon bags, but I also brought our packing cubes so that we can organize them and put them in the drawer. We are pressed for space, so typically me and the kids for sure unpack our items, and so there's a total of 6 drawers, but then there's also like space right here. There's also closets, and so I'll take y'all along the way. If you have any questions regarding the packing cubes that we use, I also link them in the description box below. But let's go ahead and start unpacking so we can finally enjoy the full level of the vacation. Oh, and I just realized when I opened the door that we have a clear view of the slide. So if we wanted to send the kids out to go play, the slide, they come out right here and they can wave at us, which is really nice. And then of course here's the lazy river as well. So that's a pretty cool one, because last time we were up like super high. Sorry, it got dark. I think we were on the other side of the tower. We had an ocean view room, so I think we may have been on floor 10 or 12. And we were on the other side of the slide, which meant that we couldn't see them come down. So it's nice to have this as a parent with older kids. All right, let's go ahead and start unpacking. great day, everybody. So it is day 3 at Aulani. It is Tuesday. So right now, Hawaiian Standard Time, it is 7 a.m., which means that it's 10 o'clock at home in the morning. I didn't realize my alarm clock was still on at 6 o'clock, but that's okay because I felt well rested. I actually woke up by myself at around 4:30, which meant that it was 7:30 at home. So for me, that's actually sleeping in. But my house room is still asleep as well. So it looks really serene right now. I was looking at this from the balcony yesterday when I woke up because I was like, I need to get outside and get some air and walk. So I decided to do my whole little morning routine, listen to Proverbs 31, a video online, and I actually found somebody that I want to do like their whole process in terms of like a 30-day challenge. I did start taking notes of what came to me because if you are new here, I am a clinical psychologist, a wife, and a mom. I own 2 businesses, mental health and digital products, and I really focus on time efficiency, but more importantly, designing a business around your life, not the other way around. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely stay tuned. And I like to take people behind the scenes because sometimes, platforms can say you need to separate educational content from content like this, but I feel like everything I do is educational. From learning how to pack efficiently to actually taking the damn vacation to being able to take time out for yourself. So right now I'm actually on my walk to go get some hot chocolate. My husband and them are still asleep. I ended up buying stuff for breakfast yesterday, so I'm gonna go back and cook. But my view for my morning routine, and to show you how quiet it is this. So Aulani has 2 towers. This is one of the main pools where they had like the party the other day. I'm not sure exactly how I'm dividing up these videos, and so if I reference anything that's not in this video, just know it's in the series. But I start doing these CEO retreats about 3 to 4 years ago, and I usually do it at the end of the year, especially coming here, but this is our first time as a family coming in the middle of the year. So I'm testing it out. But my goal is to, of course, enjoy family vacation, but while they're asleep, I want to take this time to actually sit down, recalibrate my goals for the year, and actually look at what do I want to accomplish by the end of this year, and more importantly, what have I already accomplished to celebrate myself. So let me give you more detail. Let me go find some hot chocolate. Gonna talk in this corner right here while nobody's walking. So yeah, I started doing a CEO retreat. I would put it typically on different parts of my family vacation. I tend to, at the end of the year, choose locations that it is near water. Something happens to me when I listen to water, when I'm around water, and when I'm in water, it is therapeutic for me. And so this year we tried something different because of the kids' schedule. We are here in Hawaii in July, and I didn't know how it was gonna go because this is also on the tail end of another business trip, which was not ideal either. We pretty much we're gonna go to 4 different locations in like 14 days. So we went to New York, DC. I actually worked in New York, but we added on DC to see the fireworks and did the train to New York. So that was fun with the kids. Tiring, I might add, when I got back though, because the 2-day event will take me out, and that was at the tail end of the vacation with the kids. Not ideal, but that was the only way that we could squeeze it in because we already were going to be gone on the 4th of July. Then we planned Hawaii because of my eldest son's schedule was going to high school, playing football, and then also my youngest son's schedule was completely opposite. So we, of course, want both kids to participate. So we had to figure out a way for both of them to clearly come. So with all that said, my best option was actually to do 2 vacations back to back. I didn't want to risk doing something like this only in December because we don't know what's going to happen just with kids, sports, events. Now that one is in high school and one is at elementary, and as you know, high school just is another ball game in terms of like kids playing sports. Even when sports is off, it's never off. And then as he starts to meet new friends, we're just not sure what's going to happen with his schedule, his desires, and things like that. I think he'll still want to go to family vacation, but we also are not going to pull him out of sports that he's investing time, and we've invested time and money in as well. If you hear some water behind me, that's what I'm talking about. This sound right here is like beautiful. So typically on my CEO retreats, I will carve out time in the morning. I will do different things based on honestly how I feel. I don't in these days like to be too regimented because it's not going to serve me to force myself to do something that I'm really not feeling. I always make God a priority. So whether that be walk and talk prayer, it can be throughout the day. It doesn't have to just be in the morning. This morning, like I said, I listened to something that was kind of like playing in the background as I was doing my makeup. I do still like to habit stack, so that part hasn't changed in terms of my morning routine. And I make sure, regardless if the house is up, if I'm hungry, I'm going to get my, drink, or I have hot chocolate this morning. I'm going to go in the house, eat oatmeal. I'm going to finish my ChatGPT conversation because my hands, I have carpal tunnel. And from time to time, my hands get numb. And I've had treatment for them and all the things, but I also know my limits. Also don't feel like writing. I don't really want to be on my laptop that much. So what I'm choosing to do is just like talk out my thoughts because that's best for me, and the way that my brain processes information is that if things come to me, I'd rather just type them, talk them out. And then at some point today or by tomorrow, because I don't like to leave stuff in ChatGPT just because the system at any point can like freeze, shut down, no internet access, and I may need to go back to it, is I copy and paste and process all my notes into a Google Doc and I keep them there. But I did that this morning in terms of like talking something out as it came to me as I was listening to Proverbs 31. And it felt really good. And what I'm choosing to do is like keep all of my ideas to myself. I'm going to sit on them. We are here another Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, another 5 days. We are going to be doing a split stay out here. We will be at Aulani until Friday, and then we're going to check out and go to Waikiki Beach, stay at a hotel more in the city, and just chill over there until Sunday, which is typically what we do, but we put the city part in the front. But because we had never done Aulani, because we did not reserve this room far enough in advance, talk about time management, but also because of the school complexity with schedules, by the time we booked it, more than 75% of July was already booked up, which meant that if we wanted to do like a split stay, we would have to stay at Aulani first, which ideally I like to do Aulani at the tail end of the trip so that I can leave with that energy. I can clearly do it this time, but it's different when you're not like Aulani. I know Aulani, I'm saying Aulani, sorry, Aulani. I'll sit on the balcony every day. I take a walk early in the morning every day. I can go to the beach every day. Waikiki Beach is a much faster pace. I don't prefer to sit on a lot of the balconies that we have a hotel for just because it feels not as sturdy. It's not as clean. The view may not be as nice. I mean, you get views, but it just feels different because we're in a little island by ourselves with like 3 hotels. And so with that said, my hot chocolate is brewing. My oatmeal, I prepped that before I left the room. So I'm going to go grab those things. If anything else comes to mind in regards to a CEO retreat, I will let you know. Also, let me know, because it's been 2 years since I've done a breakdown of everything that I prepared for my CEO retreat, but more importantly, what happened after my CEO retreat. If that's something that you'd be interested in learning more about, of like how to mix business and pleasure, how to talk to your CPA team. I'm not a financial advisor, but how to talk to them about planning something like this, even if it's in your own backyard, like meaning staycation at a hotel local. What can you do to get outside of your regular home environment to breathe, to think, and to allow God and just things come in? So if that's something that you're interested in, comment below and put like CEO retreat so that I know that you're interested in this topic. And I will definitely sit down and record a video, more than likely when I'm back home. But I think this is a good topic to just discuss in the general community, because I know that my clients love it and a lot of them have implemented it and never went back. So, all right, y'all, I'm about to go into my hotel room. We are staying on the 5th floor. We have a pool view. I'm going to see if I also can come down here and save a seat for the pool. Talk about time efficiency as well, because it gets booked up really, really fast. for time efficiency, I am headed downstairs. I am going to set up our chairs and then go home or to the room, go cook a quick breakfast, and then take my youngest son to the playground, and so to the water playground. And so I want to get it set up because it already was getting crowded down there. At 8 o'clock, they turn everything on. It's 8:04. So I'm going to time it today. And if this works, I'm actually going to do this every day, whether it's the pool, the water park, or kids splash pad, or the beach. So let's go see. All right, so I made it. I'm going to set y'all up. So that was a success. So I need to actually write down the time. Quick tip for time efficiency. It's 8:11, so I'm probably gonna get my steps in today. I'm gonna come down at around 8:40. So that should give me enough time, 30 minutes to make the breakfast. Check in on the seats, bring some waters and like other things just to like check in on the seat. But I'll see y'all soon. Probably won't check back in with y'all until we get these kids up, or at least I get the youngest up and come to the pool. Worst case scenario, I'll just come down here, have my husband get them up, but I just want to make sure that our seats aren't taken. Out of the group room. Why he running back though? Huh? Hey, yeah, we chilling. We being lazy today. Y'all, we are being definitely lazy today. Did you fall in? Yeah, look at your hat. And we know we have to do it. Mint condition. Because your hat is in mint condition. Look at this. Look up, look up. That little sprinkle. That little sprinkle. Okay, so we are up on the side. We chose to do the regular slide today. No tube, because the tube seems a lot longer. So we're almost at the top. And our room is actually right there. Right. But we can see that when y'all come off the slide. With this slide. Alright, so I'm gonna take y'all with me. Have a little fun. Don't mind my screams. Bye. Three for Avery. Let's go, Avery! Who is that? Oh no, that's not my son. That's the big one. Where's Avery? He's not. I mean, he's scared. So where's he at? Hey, what's up everybody? So we are closing out this lazy river pool lazy day, and it felt good to do nothing. So we're actually headed across the street. I made a reservation at the Monkey Pod. You can do that on Open Table. We made it for 9 o'clock. We're wide awake right now, but it is right across the street from Aulani, and so they have good music, good food. We're going to eat dinner here tonight and then close everything out. And so I'll show you what we got for dinner. If you love our video series on family vacation, how to live an abundant lifestyle while also running businesses, being mom, being wife, and all the things, stick along, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.